5 cards are drawn randomly from a standard deck of 52 cards. We're asked to give each probability as a percentage to 4 decimal places, which means we'll first find the probability to 6 decimal places and then convert to a percentage. We're first asked to find the probability that exactly 3 cards are kings. We need to be careful here because if exactly 3 cards are kings, then we also have 2 cards that are not kings because we are drawing 5 cards. The probability of an event is equal to the favorable number of outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. So let's begin by determining the total number of possible outcomes when drawing 5 cards from a deck of 52 cards. Because the order does not matter, the number of ways of selecting 5 cards from 52 cards is 52 choose 5. Again, we use a combination because the order does not matter. And now the favorable number of outcomes is going to be the number of ways we can select 3 kings from the kings in the deck, and then times the number of ways we can select 2 cards that are not kings from the deck. And there are 4 kings in the deck, and therefore the number of ways of selecting 3 kings from 4 kings is 4 choose 3. And then we have times the number of ways we can select 2 cards from the deck that are not kings. Well, if there are 4 kings in the deck, then there must be 52 minus 4, or 48 cards that are not kings. And therefore the number of ways of selecting 2 cards that are not kings is 48 choose 2. So the number of favorable outcomes is equal to 4 choose 3 times 48 choose 2. And now to evaluate this on the calculator. And again, we'll have to get the decimal to 6 decimal places, so the percentage is accurate to 4 decimal places. We need the numerator in parentheses, so we have open parenthesis 4 choose 3, right arrow times 48 choose 2, right arrow close parenthesis, and this is divided by, in parentheses, 52 choose 5. Which to 6 decimal places is approximately 0.001736. Which is the percentage is 0.1736%. Next, we're asked to find the probability that all 5 cards are hearts. And again, the total number of outcomes is going to be 52 choose 5. The favorable number of outcomes is equal to the number of ways we can select 5 hearts from the hearts in the deck. And since there are 13 hearts in the deck, the number of ways of selecting 5 hearts from 13 hearts is 13 choose 5. And this does accommodate for all 5 cards being drawn, and therefore this quotient is the probability. So going back to the calculator, we have 13 choose 5 divided by 52 choose 5. Notice how this is giving us scientific notation. This means 4.95 etc. times 10 raised to the power of negative 4. To convert to a decimal, we would move the decimal point 4 places to the left, which should give us 0.000495 to 6 decimal places, which is equal to 0.0495%. Again, the calculator gave us approximately 4.95 times 10 to the negative 4, which is equal to 0.000495. Notice how to go from scientific notation to decimal notation. We move the decimal point 4 places to the left because the exponent was negative 4. For the last example, we're asked to find the probability that exactly 4 cards are face cards, which means 4 cards will be face cards and 1 card will not be a face card. The total number of possible outcomes is still going to be 52 choose 5. And now for the favorable outcomes, let's first determine how many ways we can select 4 face cards from the 12 face cards in the deck. Because there are 12 face cards in the deck, the number of ways of selecting 4 face cards is 12 choose 4. Then we have to multiply this by the number of ways of selecting 1 card that is not a face card. And the number of cards that are not face cards is equal to 52 minus 12, or 40. And therefore the number of ways of selecting 1 card that is not a face card is 40 choose 1. And now let's go back to the calculator. So in parentheses we have 12 choose 4 times 40 choose 1. Divided by 52 choose 5. And obviously this isn't correct because I forgot to divide here. So I'll press second enter to bring up the previous entry, move the cursor to here, and press second delete for insert, and then divide, and then press enter. So to 6 decimal places, we have approximately 0.007618. Which is a percentage is 0.7618%. I hope you found this helpful.